Sue here again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth garden today, and I think it's like 8:45 or 10 to 9 on the 29th of July, and it's my son's birthday today, Ricky. Happy birthday, Ricky. He got his bike seat and his cards. I'm really pleased, and the funny little book I bought him. Anyway, so it's quite cold today. I'm just sitting in the polytunnel. I haven't started doing any work yet. I've just come out and I'm just looking around what I need to do today. So if you saw my previous video, you could see that I painted the whole of the chicken house yesterday. So hopefully you can go and see that video. And today I'm working in the polytunnel and outside. So what I want to do today, hopefully, is put on a lot of stuff. I did put on a lot of things. I'll show you. I did put on a lot of I think there's a slug outside on the polytunnel. Oh, there's a big one there. I can just go. Anyway, so I thought it was quite cold today, but now I'm sitting in the polytunnel. The sun is coming out. I don't know what the weather's going to be like today. Yesterday was really wacky weather, where it was quite thundery and rained quite a lot, and I spent most of the time, well, I spent however many, sorry, it's because I just drank some coffee. I spent about 3 hours in the stable yesterday painting the chicken house. So today I'm spending some time in the polytunnel, and I might try and go and start doing the scraping up. Well, I'm either going to start putting some cardboard down for my no dig area, because I really need to get some. Oh, and I need to put the turnips outside in the garden that I showed you in the other video. If you want to go along to see where I'm going to put them, just go across and look at the other video. Also, I wanted to try and start doing the no dig, but first of all there's a couple of other things I need to do, and I wanted to see if I could try and start doing the area just outside the gate, where I need to do some plastic, like move back the slate and put plastic down and move the slate back. This would be a good day to do that because it's not too hot today, because every time I do them sort of jobs it's boiling. So today I'm gonna, and I need to put on loads more stuff. I've still got tons of stuff. Oh, my candle's just gone out. Oh, I think a drop of water must have just hit it. Anyway, I'm just going to show you around the polytunnel. So I've done 2 of the hanging baskets. I'm going to do the other 2 today. So I'm going to do the hanging baskets, potting on in the polytunnel, checking all the tomatoes and everything. I've got strings attached, tying in anything that needs tying in, feeding the brassicas. I'm going to feed them. They'll probably be the only thing that I feed. I don't think anything else needs watering in here. It's quite wet. So I'm not going to overwater everything. So everything, I've just gone round, felt the beds, and they all seem to be okay to me. They feel all right. These peppers are getting really big. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, so let's get on, because we've got a lot to do, and I don't want to waste the day, because I've got to make some phone calls today as well. They're part of my regime for today. So, sorry. You know what it is? In the mornings I cough. I don't smoke or anything. It's the actual lactose in the milk, in my coffee. So, but I love coffee, and I love having some milk. So, but it does give me a cough every time I drink it. Anyway, I'm going to drink some more. I don't know how these carrots are getting on in this bed. It'll be interesting to see how they're getting on, because I've got some carrots in here that I transplanted, and they were tiny little carrots when I put them in here. So I don't know how well they transplant when they're actually carrots. And I'm going to do a couple of bags today, because I want to put, I did notice I'd already done a celery bag. I swear I just said I want to do a celery bag. I noticed I've already done it. I don't know if I need to thin out the celery, because there's rather a lot in there. A lot of bugs in here today. Well, there's a lot of bugs in here every day. A lot of bugs every day. Well, this one bit the back of my leg. I reckon it's going to be one of those great big swelling up jobs later. You'll see. I'll have to put some bicarb on it. or some apple cider vinegar. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted. There's sort of all things to look at. I'm looking, and this is when I spot these slugs, you see, because I'm looking around, and they go around the edge of the plastic. I noticed there's a couple of more leaves there with all bitten, and there's one there, but I think I might just leave those for now, because if they just bite the ones with the holes in already, then that would be alright, wouldn't it? I don't know what else I'm supposed to do to stop them from being bitten by slugs, and I'm not using slug pellets in my polytunnel, so I'll just have to put up with it. As long as I get the majority of the slugs out and the majority of the leaves look alright. It's a good time to come in the early evening, actually. That's when the slugs like coming out, or at this time of the morning when it's quite still. So I'm going to get on with some jobs before I actually let the chickens out, because I haven't let them out yet. I don't usually let them out till about 10, so it's just after 9 now, so we'll get on and do some work. Oh, I want to put the lettuce in. I'll show you what we're going to do today. Anyway, I'll finish my coffee and then I'll show you what I'm going to do today. Okay, see you in a minute. So today's jobs. Well, look at this first before we start. Look, these beautiful little flowers on this house leek that I saved from a bunch of flowers. Let's just check out our strawberry plant. Looking alright, isn't it? Looks like their shoots trying to come through the top there. Might have to put a little bit more earth on that. But it said to keep the crowns clear. So, jobs today. These strawberries are looking strawberries. These tomatoes are the beef tomatoes. These are the two baby ones that are getting rather large now. Anyway, so they're alright at the moment in them pots. We don't need to pot them on. Well, the sun's coming out now. I'll tell you what I do need to do is these two melons at the back here. They're going to have to go in a bag today. They need to get in something bigger, and that will free up them two pots for me to put on something else. I've got a lot of stuff on my table. All the beetroot are coming on, look. I'm going to have to pop them in somewhere. I did transplant these the other day, and what I thought I would do is just have... So this was a mushroom container. I've made some holes in the bottom. And what I'm going to do is just let this rocket grow in here. And then I'm just going to use it as a cut and come again. Because every time I grow the rocket inside the polytunnel, it just goes all leggy and then goes to seed. So I'm going to try a different method now and just grow this bunch of rocket that's all in here. I'll just put it in bunches and see how that pans out. I think this is rocket. I'm sure this is rocket. Hold on. Yeah, so I've grown this pot of rocket already as well. So I don't know why I'm growing so much rocket. Anyway, so I'll pop this rocket in the polytunnel somewhere. I'll just scatter it around. But this one I will leave in here. So these are the beetroot. We're going to have to find somewhere to home those. But all these brassicas, see, these have all got to go outside. And I've got to tell my partner again to order the wood so that we can start doing the no-dig beds. And I potted on all these the other day. All of these have been repotted. So what I've done is these are all the different varieties. Well, they're all basically the purple sprouting broccoli, but some of them I actually got as, I think those are the ones, well, I don't know which ones are the ones that I got as, that came in the, you know, the pack now, and the rest I've done from seed, but I've put them, I've repotted all of them the day before yesterday. I did that. These carrot paragee, they're going to be growing in here in front of the garlic that I put in. These cauliflowers are starting to really grow now. I was a bit worried that they weren't growing, but now they've started. Even these parsnips are growing here, so I'm going to quickly move those before they get big. These are swede, which need to go in, and these are some more Californian poppies, so I'm going to pop them in somewhere. So look how much stuff I've got on this table. And these are my celery. So what I'm doing with some of these celery, because I've got so much, I don't know why it grew so much, nuts. So I'm just going to keep repotting them into bigger pots, and then I will just use them as a cut and come again. And they really taste nice, the tops, like celery. But that's what I'm going to do, because I think I've grown too many. And I've already cut the tops off this one the other day, yesterday. Oh, I did with them as well. But then I have got some, I did notice, I've already got some that I'd already sowed, done, in this bag. When I said that I was going to put some in a bag, I did. So there they are. So they are actually the celery that I done. So I think I need to thin them out. Yeah. And these are actually getting flowers on now. These melons, look. See that? So they're growing up these strings. So there's two. These might need a drink. See, this is why I need to do some spot watering. But not everything needs watering. So I'm going to go, no, that one doesn't. That one does. Yeah, I'm just going to go round and feel everything. Oh, what's going on with that little one there? It's, yeah, it's going a bit yellow, that one. So there's some aubergines here. Yeah, here's one of the hanging baskets I've got to do today. Anyway, the cucumber melon's growing really well up there, look. So today I'm going to check out what's going on with these strawberries. See if any of them have got shoots on. If they have, I will. Oh, see, there's another runner there which I could pin down. I'm going to take off the ones that have got the roots on. And see, that one I pinned down myself the other day. A lot of them just find their way. But some of them you just need to give them a bit of help. And I will take off, oh, there's another runner there. We could pin that one down. Could make it go that way. So that'll be another strawberry plant. So next year, well, I might take them out, put them in pots, and then grow something else in this bed. And then pop them back in later. Later in the year after I finish using the bed for something else, because I don't want to just have dormant things laying in the beds. These have all got to be productive beds, not laying dormant. Anyway, look at all the cucumbers. So I don't know, never grown cucumbers before. I've got all these fuzzy things on. I'm not sure if they're alright. Is that alright? I don't know. Don't look alright. I don't know if they're alright or not. So we're getting these. I'd have to check up to see if they're supposed to do anything special. I keep just winding them in. So each one's growing up its own string. But there must be a point where you mustn't let them grow anymore, surely. Anyway, don't know if these are going to come to anything. I'll wait and see. This sweet pea, these leaves here, what's going on with it? I'll cut that bit off. And I need to just check the sweet peas are flowering still. I did pull out one the other day that went, I think I must have disturbed the soil a bit when I was digging around under here the other day. I think we'll pull out this today, take the leaves off. We'll harvest the spinach because it's gone really mental in there. So I'm going to harvest the spinach. We're going to plant up these lettuce today after I've harvested the spinach, so I can see the, oh, and we'll harvest this and pull this out. So we'll harvest that. We'll harvest some of those chicory leaves because they're getting a bit big. I did harvest some more sage and put it straight in the freezer. It's great. All I do is cut it, put the leaves straight in a little bag, straight in the freezer, and then when I need it, I just grab a handful of the leaves and then chop them up and throw them in whatever I'm cooking. It's great, and I can have herbs all year. I must do this with the herbs I've already got outside. Oregano. I mustn't let it go over this year. Must cut it first before it goes over. And some purple sage. Yeah, that's out in the garden. I'm tending to forget about what's in the garden. And also the mint. I will cut the mint and freeze that as well. So this is where all the peppers are. They're getting really big. and the carrots and the... Oh, I need to harvest the basil again. I'll just take some of them leaves and do exactly the same thing. This mint here, I'll do it as well. Oh, I bet that's trying to grow. Yep, growing into the ground. So this is the apple mint. So I will just put the mint in different bags. But anyway, them beans there are doing really well. They're Velotti beans. So they're growing up them strings there. Looks like I might need to change. Isn't it amazing how they just latch on like that? And the peas here are doing really well. I just need to chain that one in. Look, you can see that one at the end. And there's one laying on the ground that I need to pick up. And I think the radishes are doing all right back there. These tomatoes, I'm not sure what's going on with them, but I think I might have slaughtered them. I think next year what I do when I do the tomatoes is take out the tips before they start getting too long. I think that's the trick, isn't it? Take out the tips so they don't get this big. Look how big these are. These are huge. So these are the cherry tomatoes. And in the middle here are some moneymaker. These are moneymaker. So I only had 2 moneymaker plants. The rest didn't germinate, but these 2 did. And then we have some more of the tiny tomatoes here, but these are getting big as well. Some of these haven't got any flowers on yet, but it's all coming on well. The calendula, oh, this courgettes are huge. Yeah. Oh, needs tying that tomato there. This tomato needs tying in. I'll do that in a minute. Look at all these. These have got flowers on, these peppers. Look, on them peppers, flowers. I've never grown peppers in my life. All aubergines, which are growing at the back there. Look, everything's growing like mad. And this is some more basil here. Looks like it's being nibbled. Oh no, that's another pepper. That one's really short. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, dunno. Anyway, the calendula's growing. The basil's growing. This mint needs repotting. That's a chocolate mint, that one. Yeah, these tomatoes in here. There's some tomatoes there, and there's some here. These are the golden ones, like gold coloured tomatoes. Oh, that's the physalis in there that's being swamped by the tomato. There's 2 physalis in there. I was going to move them. Yeah, I was going to move those 2 because they're sort of having to combat with the tomatoes. There's a tomato there. Anyway, I need to get on now because I'm wasting time. I need to cut some of these peas, sweet peas. Oh yeah, here's my radish that's starting to flower. I'm going to let it flower. There's radish down there. I need to harvest them today. Oh, there's a flower there. Are these the melon? Ooh, bee on there. What are you doing, little bit? Oh, what's bee doing? Just sitting there. I've got pollen all over it. These are the male flowers. Male flowers. I think there's a female flower over here. See, they're getting some courgettes on. I did try using the it's gone on yuck now. Oh, there's one. I could try doing it. I did do it with the little brush the other day. Went round the male and female flowers to try and cross-pollinate to make sure they do get pollinated so they don't die. So it's either that or a lack of something, calcium or something, somebody said. So I will check again. And then they started dying. If it's calcium deficiency or somebody said that. So I've got my brush here, and here. So this is a sable brush. So we'll go round and just do that again, just to double check. Look at this. This is the purslane. This is what I thought the other stuff was. This is actual purslane, which you can eat. You can eat this. So I'm going to cut some today and take it indoors, because that's getting rather big already. And in here is some watercress, and some more brassicas, red cabbage, some more red cabbage in there. They need potting on now. And then we got, oh, what are these? I can't remember. Oh, some more cauliflower there. And my rosemary. I need to pop them on. I've got enough pots anyway. Here again from Susan at the Dolbrodmaeth garden today. So I've done quite a lot of stuff inside the polytunnel. I've planted loads of stuff in the polytunnels, lettuces, the purslane, that actually is the purslane. I still haven't found out what the last stuff was that I planted. I still will have a look and see what it was, because I want to plant some more. And I've potted off on loads and loads of red cabbage over on the table. I still have a few left, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 red cabbage left, and I've run out of pots completely. But if you're like us and you eat lots of yogurt, well, we eat this Oncon natural yogurt, and there's cottage cheese pots here. Any kind of pots would do. Don't throw them away, keep them in case you need them for this. So I've actually completely run out of pots at the moment, because all my geraniums are taking up all my pots. So, and all these rosemaries are taking up all my pots as well. So I've actually run out. So I'm going to use these. We've got an original oats simple porridge pot, and then and a soured cream pot, and then the rest are these Oncon. So I'm going to use these Oncon pots because they're bigger, and each one needs its own pot. So I'm going to do four of these, but first of all we have to make holes in them. So there's always ways round it, so don't worry if you run out of pots, just improvise is what I do. So I'm just going to put the rest of these poor little red cabbage, because these have all got to go out actually, but obviously my no dig bed isn't ready yet for them to go in. I haven't got the netting to cover them up straight away, and the pipe. I need the pipe to make the, you know, the cover to go over the bed, and then we need the netting. So I'm going to order that tonight, and I might order some of the pipe, because it's Friday again tomorrow. Right, okay, I'm just putting them on this table here now. This is where I've got the rest of the red cabbage. So they're all on here. I've got loads of them. I think there's like, well, let me count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 plants. We've got 17 red cabbage. I'll just give them another drink, make sure we've got plenty of drink. I had to feed all my plants in the polytunnel today. actually as a feed, you know, like seaweed feed, because they were, well, they have to be fed because there's so many of them in here. I can't not feed them, so I didn't water them as such, I fed them. Back round here. The little lettuces that I've put in here, and I will show you my my ingenious design for hanging strings for the cucumbers to grab hold of next to the strings that they're already on. So you can have a look at this. I didn't mean to do this, but I think it's worked quite well. So this is what I've done. Oh, it's got a bit windy. I need to shut the door. I don't want all my middle bed blowing around in the wind. It's not good for them. The polytunnel, because I've got all these things stringed up down the middle and they don't need to be blown around in the wind. So I've just, because they're quite fragile. Sorry about that. So I've got, so where I've got a few gaps in this middle bed, because I've tried to clear the leaves off the ground as much as possible to keep it clean, so that I can keep the area clean and tidy. And I keep harvesting all these herbs. So on this floor here I have parsley and sage, and I keep on harvesting them. And straight away, hold on, I need to move this camera. And straight away I just cut them, take them indoors, and I have a little freezer bag and I pop them straight in there, straight in the freezer. That's it, no messing, no farting around with them. I don't cut them up or anything. I just pop them straight in the freeze bag, straight in the freezer. I done it earlier with some oregano around the other side and some purple sage that I've got around the other side. And earlier I harvested the spinach in here because it was getting really big leaves, because it's perpetual spinach, so you just keep cutting it and it comes back and it keeps growing. So I harvested that as well, and I done the same thing. I just took this, you know, like the stalky bit off, and then I just bent the leaves in half and I bunged them in a bag and put them straight in the freezer. So that's what I do. Oh, I just noticed something in the corner over there. I'll show you in a minute. Oh, anyway, right, this plant here, this is another one of these poor little coleuses. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to make some holes in this bucket, and I'm going to put some earth in here, and I'm going to plant all of these in here. Then what I'm going to do with this one here, I'll just split this between this pot and this pot so that it's not so jammed together. But this one I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to take all of these out and put them in this much bigger bucket, so they've got a lot more room to spread out. That's what we're going to do right now. Anyway, I think I might have to go and get some more earth first, because I don't think I'm going to have enough. I've got some earth in the garage at the moment. I brought some up here. Right, so I'll have to just come back in a second. Once I've got the earth, I'll just take these big sticks out of here. Right, I'll just go and get the earth and then I'll come back, okay? Hello again. Right, I went and got some earth. So what we're going to do is take all of these out and put them in this bucket. So, wow, they're quite pot bound. Well, I wasn't intending on having this many. Oh, there's a little weeny one there. How weird. I wasn't intending on having this many in this pot. There was a tiny one in the middle. Oh. Let's just break them up. You might not like this. You probably won't like it. But I've got to do it because, oh God, they're so... Well, I'll leave those two together, I think. There's a tiny one there. Look. There's a little weeny one there. Oh, I'll leave that one. So we're going to put all of these in this pot. Spread them about. I can't believe they were all in this tiny little pot. At least I'll have a bit more room in this one. They look pretty. I did like them outside the back here. They look really nice, just sitting there. Nice to look at when I go outside. I'm just going to put them all in here. Hopefully I can fit them. Well, they were in one small bucket just now, pot, so they should all fit in here. Hopefully they survive and won't mind me doing that. They might not like it. We'll see how they look after a couple of days. I better water them. So we've put them all in there now. Well, hopefully they'll be alright. I'll pop them back outside the back and give them a drink. Again. Right, I've just been sorting out the plants outside, so I put out the coleus outside. I'll show you in a minute. Sorry. And I'm just gonna, I've taken out all the old plants out of my 2 hanging baskets that were getting a bit overgrown. I know it seems wicked to pull everything out, but they were getting overgrown. A lot of dead stuff. I did tidy them up a lot, but now it was time for them to have a really good haircut. So the only thing that's left in this one is a geranium. So what we got here is some trailing lobelia we're going to put in. We're going to put another geranium in here. I have some busy lizzies here and some pansies. So we're going to put all these stuff in here, so it'll soon grow back again. So we'll start off by putting in And Sue here from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth Gardens Down, the 29th of July 2021. I just want to show you quickly, because it's quite late now, what I've been up to in the polytunnel today, and tomorrow's what I'm planning on doing. So just a quick overview of what I've been doing today. Okay, I'll just turn the camera around. And so I've sowed, well, I've cleared up this part of the table now, so it's all nice and tidy. So I potted on some of the coleus. So I've done this one and this one. So I potted on them, and I potted on some outside. You saw me do it anyway. I don't need to tell you all that. Anyway, so earlier today I put my ball carrots in here, which are the little weeny round carrots. So I put them in this bed in front of the garlic. So there's quite a few in there and I've tried to put them in individually. So that's that. So what else did we do today? Oh yeah, so we put all our purslane, which this is purslane. The other stuff that I said was purslane is not purslane. But this is purslane and you can eat this. It's really, really good for you, really beneficial for your health. So I will be harvesting some of that actually today because I need to take some indoors. I already showed you, I don't know, all my, I potted on all my red cabbage today. So they're all here, all potted up. And I moved all these geraniums to the front. I have used a few for the hanging baskets, which I just did. Which are here. Here's one I put up and the other one's there. So oh, this is one I done the other day, this is the one I done today, and next to that is the one I done today as well. So they soon start growing again, don't worry, they soon come back. And then over here, what else did I do? I put some plants outside, but I'll show you them another day. I put all these salads down here, so all the salads that I had are now down here. And then I come up with an ingenious idea so that not to harbour any pests underneath these stones, which I've had to put up some more strings for my cucumbers because they need more space to grow over. So what I've done is I've hung stones on the bottoms of the strings, which means they're not touching the ground, which means that slugs can't get underneath them, and they're weighted so that they're nice. There'll be nice weight for these cucumbers, because I think that once you start getting the cucumbers coming on the plant, they could be quite heavy. And then what I'll do is, if I need to, I'll put cross sections in a string. But I thought that was an ingenious idea. So I've done it to all of these crops, all of these cucumbers. So I've put, every single one has got extra string now. Look, that one's already going around that string. I only put it on earlier. And so they're not on the ground. So I can get the crops underneath them, right next to them. So all the salad crops are in here now. So all the salad. So every single one of these has got a new string hanging next to it. Every single cucumber. I know it looks rather odd, but I think it's a really good idea. I just done one and then I thought, you know what, that's a good idea, Sue. So they're all got these stones hanging down, so it weights these strings so that they're they can take the weight of the cucumbers when they start growing cucumbers, which is what they're going to do, I hope. So this is all of, and I took out some of the salad that was growing in here that had already gone. There's only this one left from the original salads now that I did, and all the new salads are in here. So I broke them all up so they're all individual. So every single one is in here now. So that's what I did today. I put some more purslane under the table here, and there's a bit more purslane here. So I don't know if it's going to grow all right there. That's quite patted down because with the brassicas you're supposed to make the earth really hard. So I don't know if they're like that. Anyway, never mind. I've still got loads over here. And I can always grow some more seed. They grew really quick. Oh, pardon. These are all my... Yeah, these are going away nicely now, these melons here. Look, they're growing up these strings. These, yeah, look, the morning glory getting away. Oh, and my cucumber melon is back there. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Oh, there's the cucumber melon. I have to keep an eye on that because we need that. I think the cucumber, and there's 2 melons there that I still need to pot on into bigger pots. I'm going to use one of them bags tomorrow. Didn't get round to that today. So I fed everything in the polytunnel today. So everything has had a really good feed. And yeah, so it's all looking really lush, is what I should feel like saying. The word lush. All looks lush. So I know that word is quite stupid, but it does look lush. Anyway, so I just watered these beetroot. They're revived. They were getting a bit, I didn't realise they were quite dry. So tomorrow I need to put on these rocket. Actually, I'm just going to use them as a cut and come again crop as well. So I'll just cut them and then take them indoors, and we'll have them as nice young rocket rather than old rocket. You know, like when the leaves go all too big. And we got to get all these in. Must do our no dig bed this weekend. Really need to do it. And our chicken house. There's so much to do all the time. I'm going to start on the no dig bed tomorrow anyway. And the rhubarb, look how big the rhubarb's getting. I'm sure I harvested some the other day. I don't remember using it. I must put it in the fridge. I don't know. Did I use it? Oh, I think I made a mousse with it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I can't even remember what I've been doing. Anyway, so all these are looking good. Everything looking good. Anyway, I'll just turn the camera around so I just got really excited there. I don't know if you can see this French bean. There's a French bean. There. Oh my God. And there's one here. Oh, look at that. Oh, anyway, I'm so happy. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope I give you some kind of enjoyment. And if I don't, then never mind. I do this because I really enjoy making these videos, and I want to look back over them, and I love looking back over them in the evening actually once I've made them. And when I upload them to my laptop, I usually watch them on my phone, and then I watch them again when I edit them, because I talk a lot of waffle sometimes, so I have to edit them, otherwise they go on for too long. I noticed a couple of my videos recently have been like nearly 50 minutes or over, nearly an hour. So never mind, I had to get that. I don't care. Anyway, so thank you for watching. So please like and subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends and family about my channel. And I just hope that I'm showing you what is possible if you just try, okay? If you just try. And just keep growing things. And if something doesn't work, do not worry about it. I've grown loads of crops so far, haven't been very good, but and some things I haven't actually liked, like broad beans. I don't actually like broad beans. Me and my partner don't really like them, but I've still got my broad beans in my freezer that I podded, but I won't be growing them again next year because I don't really like them. I'll grow runner beans or another kind of bean that me and my partner will enjoy, or something like these French beans, which I know we'll enjoy, and the Bolletti beans. Oh, that's what I want. Oh, you'll have to wait till tomorrow to see what I wanted to show you that I was excited about earlier today. It's in the corner here, and it is one of the Lavatera flowers that's come out. The beautiful delicate pink colour. That's because I gave it a really good drink of water earlier, because they're on the edge. Oh, I gave it some food as well, some seaweed. But the Bolletti beans are really growing, and we're going to have to train them back in tomorrow. And train in the peas down. Training the peas down here. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video, which I will be making tomorrow, but it probably won't go up tomorrow on the day. My videos are delayed, okay, because I have to edit them, and I'm 2 videos behind at the moment, but I'm catching up. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.